Low 133.6. Alright guys, that was my first time being under 134 and I was 133.6. That's, let me think, that's 6 pounds down since 11 weeks ago. So it's essentially been like a half a pound a week, which is good. That's actually what I wanted, some slow, steady progress. And I'm like really happy with where I'm at with the 11 weeks so far. We have one more week that I said I was going to do, and then I go to Hawaii with Brian. However, I am thinking that since I know that I'm not going to be in a caloric deficit for a very long time after this cut, probably a year, but I want to maintain a lean, healthy look, which I feel like I have now. I feel great now. I feel great in my skin, but I want to get a little bit leaner in order to start my reverse diet at a great spot in order to build my metabolism up and feel really, really good about where I'm at and where my starting point is. So I'm really happy with this. I'm super proud of myself, and we're gonna see where we can go for another couple weeks.
It is Friday morning, it's leg day, we're getting it in. We have a short amount of time today, probably a little bit less than an hour. We have squats today. I'm only squatting once a week right now, but whenever my Bluetooth just talked to me. Whenever I do squat, I try to make the most of it, so let's go. What's up, guys? So I'm going to walk you through this leg day a little bit. I did only have a solid 45 minutes to 50 minutes for this workout, so it was really short, but it was efficient. I wanted to make sure I got some squats in. It was a little earlier in the morning. I don't know about you guys, but I struggle with strength training earlier in the morning if I don't get a couple of meals in already, so I did what I could with the time that I had. I got up to about 155, and I did a couple of sets of 5 before moving on. It felt decent. I definitely have done more with sets of 5 in the past, but again, short time period, I wanted to just do what I could, get a couple of compound lift sets in of squats. Felt really great for the time that I had. Just eating my hair during the set. And then what I ended up doing was just a quick circuit between 3 different exercises. So I did some static lunges with a barbell. So I did 3 sets, about 8 each leg, and then I moved on to doing some sumo Romanian deadlifts with a kettlebell. You can do this with dumbbells, with a barbell, with a kettlebell, whatever, but I keep my feet pointed out, my toes pointed out with this, so it hits the hams and glutes a little bit more, get a really good stretch in the hamstrings and squeeze at the top. And then the last thing I did in this circuit was a couple of kettlebell swings. I absolutely love these. They're great for glute and hamstring activation. I did 3 sets of 10 with those as well. So I did all of that in one circuit. And we are done with the workout. It wasn't very long, nor did I do a whole lot. We had a really small time crunch today. I did those 4 or 5 exercises or so, and then I just called it a day. And now we're headed to the office, and there's lots of traffic. Lots of traffic. The best thing to do is listen to a podcast. Who agrees? What do you want to listen to? I'm gonna listen to Jenna's, actually. We like her. You like Jenna's podcast, right?
What's up?
What's going on? How are you? We're in, Daniel has a studio to record his podcast in, which I think is very smart. And I don't have that. It makes me feel, I'm interested in getting one of these or just renting it out. But we're going to talk about stuff for his podcast. Super excited. I have no idea what he's going to ask me. I'm completely blindsided right now. There was no outline given before, so I'm just going in blind. So that podcast actually went awesome. It was probably the best podcast interview I've had someone do with me. I've only done a couple, but it was really great because he's really good at asking questions that most people wouldn't ask, and it just made for the conversation to be really interesting, really different, stuff that I haven't really talked about before. So it's supposed to come out in a few weeks. I'll let you guys know. Now Mom and I are headed, I'm just like taking my mom around with me everywhere. She actually does work for me too, so it's not just this, I'm taking her everywhere and like running errands with her. We're spending time together for sure. We're doing we laid out yesterday and had dinner with each other last night and stuff, but I'm headed to, with her, dinner for Sterling's students. He asked me to speak at his event, so that's really cool. I haven't really done too many speaking things at other people's events, so I'm kind of nervous, kind of excited. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna say, but I'm just gonna wing it. Aw, it's cute. Do you wanna say anything?
I'm just so proud of her.
Oh.
She's so awesome. And she's working really hard.
Thanks, Mom. She's like my biggest fan. Love her. Love you. There's an Uber driver and him and me in the backseat. He's like, did you meditate this morning yet? And I was like, no, not yet. So he guided me through a meditation. We were like, I was like, it's kind of weird. But obviously we've gotten past that, like he said, and him and I have gotten to form a friendship that's stronger than just surface level, and we've talked so much about stuff, and I have immense respect for you as well, so I appreciate you even like bringing me up here. So I'm excited to talk to you guys about audience building and brand building. So who is interested in building an audience? You can put your hand up before we finish the sentence. The first 9 posts on your Instagram, if we're using Instagram, talking about Instagram, they should explain who you are in a way. Even if they're not the same exact picture, they have to all correlate to like, who is this person? And the person that clicks on your page should be like, oh, why am I not following this person? They clearly know exactly what they're all about. I know exactly what they have to offer, and that's what I want. So I want to click follow. So if it's kind of unclear and arbitrary what you're posting about, what you're talking about for your ideal client, then no one's really going to click follow if they're not super clear on what you have to say. You have to think about that platform as, how does this platform want me to use it, and how are they going to reward me by using it in the right way? The only thing that separates you from every other fitness person on the internet is you. Thinking about who you are, and not only what kind of content do you want to put out, but how can that content be so you? So if you think about fitness and motivational stuff and business stuff, everything is pretty cliche a lot of the time. You see a lot of the same quotes being posted over and over, and you're just like, this is so stupid. I see this all the freaking time. Like, why do I keep seeing the same dumb quotes? Like, you can do it, or like, you like find your passion, or whatever. Like, cool. But if someone says that same exact thing, but in their own way, and in their own voice, and like within their own frame of mind, that's actually well thought out and has a unique voice to it, it stands out from everybody else. Specifics that you guys follow.
Round of applause for Amanda.
Did you learn, Sterling?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Probably have a different way of explaining it. Like if you were going to explain something to like a friend, literally write it down in the caption. That's
Yeah. Like some people say, find your passion, or like just do it. I say, don't be a little bitch. It's the same thing.
like, how would you explain to a friend what find your passion means? Write that down instead of like find your passion.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Yeah.
Even if you, actually a really good tip someone told me once was do a voice memo of what you would say to a friend if you were to explain somebody, and then use that and transcribe it. Because you would say something way different than you would attempt to write it in your perfect little Instagram caption, right?
Yeah.
I found those people that truly are my followers because I posted about all of those things that I love talking about, and I'm multifaceted and I like a lot of different things. So just because someone's coming for one specific thing, great, they can find that so many other places.
Yeah.
They want to follow you for all of the things about you, and it's okay. I was even talking about this earlier. It's okay if you are like losing followers because you're just narrowing down the people that really want to be there for you. It's a gloomy morning, and I have this like comfy cardigan and sweatpants on. So nice and comfortable. It's like this thing in California called June gloom. If you guys have heard of it, it essentially just means in California the entire month of June and a little bit of May, it's gloomy and cloudy up until like 3 o'clock. But I can't complain. I actually prefer it to be like a little darker in the morning so my eyes don't feel like there's so much sunlight, and then all afternoon it's sunny. So Mom and I are headed to the gym this morning. You guys are gonna get 2 workouts because yesterday's workout got cut a little bit short, but today there's more time. So you guys are getting 2 workouts in this video. Let's go. All right, please pretend that my messy room does not exist, but I feel like I'm making more progress this week. I feel like this week is like a push through week where I'm like 11 weeks into this cut already. It's like crazy. So it's honestly been going better than I think. You know how like hard you are on yourself when it comes to your own progress, but when you see someone else, you're like, wow, you look great, you're making so much progress. So that's me. I don't know if that's you, but that's me.
We get along just fine here on our own. Would you offer it another money mind? Oh, you wanna rob me blind? Well, I don't know this time. Oh, don't want it just to lie. Don't wanna feed the fire. Tell me what to do. Yeah. Been listening to my heart. It's leading me from the dark. Tell me what to choose. Don't want it just to lie. Don't wanna be the fire. Tell me what to do. Listening to my heart. It's leading me from the dark. Tell me what to choose. Tell me what to choose. You try to keep us down, but we are backing out because the time is now. Screaming till you're breathless, till all the voices drown. But we ain't backing down. Oh, our time is now. Don't want it just to lie. Don't wanna feel the fire. Tell me what to do. Hey, hey. Listening to my heart. It's leading me from the dark. Tell me what to do. Tell me what to do.
Cardio and shoulders, chest are done for the day. I feel amazing. Alright, so this is steaming hot lunch, obviously. It's 4 egg whites, serving of spinach, serving of onion pepper mixture, serving of rice cauliflower, and I'm also having an apple. So while my mother is here, we really want to go ride bikes. So if you guys remember the story about when I got my bike stolen over the summer, and I have not gotten a new bike since, but I feel like since she's here this weekend, and there was something that happened in the gym earlier today. I saw a sign for someone selling 2 bikes. They're like $500, $550 for the 2 of the bikes. One could be for her, one could be for me, and then I can keep them and Brian and I can go use them. The girl lives in this building and she just texted me back. I just texted her, I was like, are you available? I wanna come get the bikes right now. And she is, and I feel like that's fate. So we're gonna go check out those bikes right now. So here are the bikes that we got. Got a deal from somebody who is moving, which is so exciting. Yay! I am so happy and excited that I finally have bikes. It's been so long. I really wanted bikes. We're gonna go on a bike ride tomorrow and it's just gonna be like a beautiful day, perfect day. I'm excited about it. But I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update on FOCA. So if you guys haven't heard about what this is, it's called the Fitness Online Coaching Academy. So what I decided a few months ago was that I wanted to create an online course for fitness coaches, aspiring fitness coaches, to learn how to not only become a fitness coach and get all of the right information, but also how to actually coach clients, because I'm always trying to see like, okay, like what problems do people have and how can I help to solve them? And I know I am not the expert of experts and the most intelligent person in the whole entire world. I'm 23, I still have a ton to learn. I've also been getting requests for what books I like to read. I just started reading this, Be Obsessed or Be Average by Grant Cardone. I actually met him. He gave me a phone number to call to get him on my podcast if I want to. I want to finish reading this book before I reach out to him, but I'm definitely going to do that. But this book is so incredible. So I wanted to read something to you guys that I thought was amazing. The obsessed are the industry builders, disruptors, titans, game changers, and living legends others admire and wish to emulate. The obsessed don't just make the world go round, they make the world worth living in. There's a few more. I bookmarked so many things. When I'm striving to achieve my full potential, I am at my happiest. I'm at my happiest when I'm closing monster deals, solving big problems, making connections with giant players, and doing the things I myself doubted were possible. When those things happen, I become a better father, husband, friend, employer, and contributing member of society, a better me. Since you picked this book up, I'm going to assume you already know what you want it all, even if you've maybe been told that's the pipe dream. And you want me to wake up and inspire the obsession freak in you. Just to be sure, see how many of the following questions you answer yes to. Secretly or publicly, you've always wanted to do unbelievable things. Do you dream of doing something that will make the entire world stand up and take notice? Have you ever considered what it would be like if you became a household name, or wondered what it would be like to be famous? Would you like your name to be synonymous with a breakthrough change that changed the world for the better? Would you love to walk into a crowded room and have everyone know your name? Have you ever imagined what it would be like to fly in a private jet or on your own? Come on, admit it. You want it all. And you deserve to have it all. You are capable of more. You deserve massive success so abundant that it can't be disrupted, taken away, diminished, or stolen. So regardless of this book, what y'all think of it, I think it inspires me so much because I have all these big dreams, right? And I think that a lot of people do. I think a lot of people have like really big dreams that they just constantly suppress because people tell them that they can't make their big dreams, or they're not good enough, or they're not the right person to do it, or they're not qualified enough, or they're not credible enough, or they're not smart enough, or they're not whatever. They're not something enough to do these big things and these big dreams. But you know that inside yourself, and if there was nobody telling you that, what would you believe to be true? Could you believe that you did it if there was nobody telling you that you couldn't do it? So I like to think of that as something that we should all live by, and we should all use that selfish muscle a little bit more and understand that if you are obsessed with something, it's not that you are greedy or that you're crazy or that like your life isn't in balance or whatever. Being obsessed with stuff and being so focused on something and so happy and excited about something that you're obsessed with actually making it happen, that you do all these things to make it happen, and it's just, sometimes people think that you're crazy or whatever. I think that those are the things that actually make the world change, and that's something that I feel inside myself all the time. So with FOCA, with that being said, with FOCA, and even like if this doesn't apply to you with creating a new business, if it applies to you with getting a fitness goal that you never thought possible, like with Emily Hayden, it's like winning Miss Bikini Olympia, and like she just envisions that's possible all the time, regardless of how many people look at her and they're like, you're crazy, Emily. She's like, I don't care. I'm obsessed. I don't care. I don't want to be average. And I think that's amazing and beautiful. So that being said, taking on a certification course and building one out of nothing is honestly like the biggest undertaking that I had never even understood how big of an undertaking it was until I'm like searching for how to get accredited and searching for like the best practices in order to create continuing education programs with it, and like standing up to something like NASM or ACE or something that's already created, one of those certification programs that are so massive that they've been in the business for years and they're like really well respected programs and all that stuff. And my coach and I are diving into this industry in order to potentially be standing up next to those in a couple years, 5 years, 10 years, even shorter than that, whatever it happens to be. And we might get knocked down a little bit, and we might get told that we aren't good enough to do something like this, but we truly believe that this course that we're building right now is going to change the lives of so many, because it has so much applicable knowledge in it. Camera died, had to restart this, so if it looks a little different, sorry. But regardless, if you are interested in joining FOCA, can you not? So if you are going to be joining FOCA and being one of the students, you will get your accreditation once it goes through. Essentially, when any course is trying to get accredited, you have to have either 500 students or be in business for 1 year. So that is our goal. That is what we're planning on. That's what we want for all of our students. We want all of our students to have that accreditation and have that stamp of approval and be able to be recognized by the NCCA as a student who has taken an accredited course. So that's what our goal is. And the last update that I have is that when it comes to what content I'm going to be sharing here on YouTube, I know I asked you guys for feedback in the last video. I think I determined something that when I ask for feedback, I'm just trying to see what people are interested in. But at the end of the day, I know what I want to post, and I know that even if it's not always the same exact thing as I've always posted and always talked about, it's not always fitness anymore. It still is like so much fitness, and I'm still really excited to take you guys through like my reverse diet. I'm excited to finish this cutout with you guys. I'm excited to share more knowledge and do all these informational videos that I like really love doing. I think they're so fun still. So it's still gonna be that, but it's gonna be a little bit of everything. It's gonna be I am a little bit of everything, and that's what I've evolved to be, and I'm excited to just take ownership of it and create videos that I wanna create. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna start putting timestamps in the videos talking about like if you want to skip over business stuff, cool. We're gonna put some timestamps in there so you guys don't have to watch it, but there are plenty of people that are still interested, and I am still interested. That's the most important thing. So thank you guys for your feedback. I appreciate it so much, and I will catch you guys in the next video.